Hi, my name's Mark. Welcome back to a short series on alignment and safety, cues and tips when you're practicing yoga. Yoga is really unusual because we spend quite a lot of time putting weight on our wrists, which are relatively fragile, and they're better at grasping and pulling things. So it's really important to place your hands very carefully on the floor. Whether you're coming onto all fours, whether you're going to come up into downward dog, there's a good way and a bad way of doing it. Let me show you how. The hand has a natural scoop shape to it, and it's strongest when we can radiate the weight into the front of the fingers away from the wrists. Usually that means trying to make the creases of your wrist face straight forwards. And that'll be different for each of you. Some of you will find your index finger faces forward, some of you the middle finger. Some of you might even find that that will be true when the space between the thumb and the index finger face forwards. If you can take the weight into the knuckle joints and especially into the pads of the fingers, you will spare your wrists a bunch of pain and a bunch of strain. So if you're coming onto all fours, you're going to practice cat pose. Spread your fingers as wide as you can. Bring the weight into the knuckle joints and into the pads or the tips of the fingers, and all of this will make your hand incredibly strong. Actually helps release strain on the shoulders and the neck, and particularly will protect your wrist. Simple as that. If you're going to come up into downward dog, the principle is exactly the same. Take your weight into the front of the hand. And if you're the kind of person that does downward dog and you can drum your fingers, you will be damaging your wrists in the long term. It makes you really strong if you're going to do something like side angle pose. You can take your weight into the front of the fingers. This makes your shoulder, wrist really, really comfortable. The body is long, everything is relaxed. And that puts absolutely no strain on my wrist at all. So next time you have your hands on the floor for a crow pose, for a handstand, think about taking the weight into the front of the hand. Radiate the weight away from the wrists, engage through the knuckle joints and the pads of the fingers, and you'll notice an incredible boost in stability and safety. Thank you.